Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is November 4th, and it is also Election Day. We appreciate you being here for KTTC Morning Pulse on this Tuesday. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer, to bring you your top local headlines for Northeast Iowa and Southeast Minnesota. We have 4 news stories to bring you today for this edition of Morning Pulse. We try to keep this under 10 minutes so that we can get you your news fast and still get the headlines that you need and all the information you need to go about your day, and then you can move on and get back to whatever you were doing. So again, we have 4 news headlines to bring you today. Our top story, of course, is going to be the fact that it is Election Day, and we kind of have a lot to cover with that. I'm going to give you kind of a brief synopsis of some of the key races or the elections that are happening today across Southeast Minnesota and Northern Iowa, but you can find more information on our website as well as in our noon news today coming up, of course, at 12 o'clock. So we're going to start there with our Election Day coverage. So obviously voting across Minnesota and Iowa has started. People are heading to the polls already this morning. According to the Minnesota Secretary of State's office, there are 38 city and school district regular elections on the ballot statewide today, in addition to 79 special elections. Again, this is for Minnesota. And we do have several races and elections happening in Southeast Minnesota. That includes in Goodhue, Austin, Byron, Triton, and Fillmore Central. All of those are school district related. They all have referendums that are on the ballot for today. Over in Iowa, we're following a few key races there as well. That would be in Mason City, Clear Lake, Charles City, and Decorah. Some city council, some mayor races, some other school district referendums as well. So a lot going on across Southeast Minnesota and Northeast Iowa. Polling places are currently open. They close at 8 o'clock tonight. And if you're wanting to follow any of these races and referendums and elections and all the things, we do, of course, have you covered here at reporting all the results on KTTC for your Election Day, so you can look for continued coverage tonight on air and online at kttc.com. We also will bring you all the updates, and you can find those on our KTTC mobile app. So a lot of different places to be able to bring you those results, whether that's watching on your TV, maybe watching on your phone or your tablet, or tuning into our live stream as well on your computer. So we have all of the ways that you can get those results that will, of course, be coming later tonight. Our next story, not election related, just another story we want to bring you this morning, another headline. Of course, food security has kind of been a top concern for many Americans during this time, of course, with the government shutdown and the access to SNAP benefits and all of that. So the city of Rochester is trying to work to support people in need. The city council last night actually unanimously approved a council-initiated action to allocate $100,000 from its contingency fund to support Channel 1 Regional Food Bank. That is the food bank right here in Rochester. So the first disbursement of $50,000, half, will be happening tomorrow, with the remaining $50,000 being paid on the 19th. So this is good news to anyone who is maybe battling food security or food insecurity in our area. The goal of this financial support is really just to help the organization supply food and formula to community members who may lose those federal benefits due to the ongoing shutdown happening. So we just wanted to bring you up to speed on that. That was a decision and a vote that the City Council made late last night at the City Council meeting. Next up, we are taking you over to Mankato because work has officially begun on a new 56,000 square foot Bureau of Criminal Apprehension facility. This is going to help all of southern Minnesota, but it's happening, the facility is coming to Mankato. So that new office is located right next to the Blue Earth County Sheriff's Office. It's going to be the new BCA hub for all of the southern portion of the state. That includes the southeast corner. So right now, any testing of DNA evidence or any chemicals is being done in the Twin Cities. This new facility is going to help allow that work to be done for the local investigations in the southern portion of the state. So area law enforcement leaders say this new facility, of course, is going to do wonders for efficiency for those investigations that are happening right here. The opening of this crime lab is going to create more than 50 jobs, new jobs. Some of the staff is actually going to be coming from the metro area facility, being relocated to this new Mankato office, which is pretty cool. And if you're wondering, the new facility is projected to be opening up in the spring of 2027. So construction has officially now begun. There was a whole ceremony for this, kind of breaking ground and all the things. So just wanted to bring you up to speed on that, but definitely a good thing for our local law enforcement all across southern Minnesota. And finally, if you're maybe thinking about Thanksgiving now that Halloween is over, Thanksgiving a little more than 3 weeks away, and now a Rochester restaurant wants to make sure that you can enjoy the feast and make that a little bit easier for you and your family. Red Cow is once again offering those heat and serve Thanksgiving meal kits. It's available now for pre-order. If you're wondering what it all entails and how it all works, it's $289. The meal kit feeds 6 to 8 people. Each kit includes roasted turkey breast, cornbread stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, and all of the treasure trove of those Thanksgiving side dishes and classic things that we all love. Those items can also be purchased a la carte if you're wondering. Of course, this is something that Red Cow has been doing over the past couple of years here in Rochester. All of those orders do have to be placed online at redcowmn.com. They have to be placed by midnight on November 23rd. That's just a few days before the actual Thanksgiving holiday. And then you can pick up the meal kit between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on the day before Thanksgiving, so that Wednesday. And the restaurant here in town is located off 14th Avenue Southwest. So if cooking the big meal is not your thing, maybe this is the way to go. Again, this is something that Red Cow has done for the past couple of years, which is really helpful for anyone that maybe doesn't have time or have the capacity to really create and bake an entire Thanksgiving spread. That just makes me really hungry for Thanksgiving food now, which is one of my favorite holidays because of all the good food. So those are the news headlines that I have for you on this Election Day Tuesday, of course, November 4th. Tune in tomorrow for Morning Pulse as well as our KTTC Morning News for also an update on all the election results. If you're not going to be up at later this evening anywhere to be watching maybe our 10 p.m. newscast, you can always catch all of those results tomorrow morning on our KTTC Morning News as well as on Morning Pulse here as well. So that's all that I have. A quick note in the weather department. Meteorologist Judgment said today is probably going to be the nicest day of the week. We have sunshine all day. It's going to be the warmest day of the week, potentially topping out at 60 degrees, which is awesome for the first week of November. However, take advantage, soak it all in today, because the rest of the week is going to be either windy and or seeing some rain/snow showers. That's coming in the weekend. We're still watching that system, or our meteorologists are definitely still watching that system, trying to see what actually happens. But we potentially are going to be getting a little bit of a snowy system coming in on Saturday. Nothing super crazy, but it is something we're watching. So today, soak up the sunshine, soak up the warmth, soak up just a calm day, because the next couple of days are going to be windy, which is obviously going to change the temperature for us, make it feel a little colder, and then we have that potential system coming in on Saturday. So things to keep in mind for your Tuesday. That is all that I have for you on this Tuesday, Election Day. I will hopefully see you right back here tomorrow for your next edition of Morning Pulse. Hopefully these news headlines are helpful for you, and hope to see you again tomorrow.